Hi guys, what's up? First off, fuck Twitter. Fuck Twitter long and fucking hard. Twitter seems to have a problem with me saying that Rob Zombie's movies are. Let me reiterate. I'm just going to go into a bit of a rant before I even fucking start this stream. I thought Twitter was run by like left-wing lunatics who fucking hated white people. Apparently not, because when somebody asked me to describe Rob Zombie's Halloween movies, I said I hated them because I thought I didn't like Michael as the product of a white trash redneck hillbilly family. And I've got a 7-day ban from Twitter for saying that. And there wasn't even a warning. No warning, not like, do you want to tweet this? Tweeted it out, and I got a 7-day fucking ban. Seriously? For saying that I didn't like Michael Myers as the product of a white trash hillbilly redneck family, which is what he is the product of. I mean, it's hardly controversial, is it? And this has come from Twitter. You know, I thought if I'd done the opposite and said the complete opposite of what I'd said, fair play, I would have expected a ban, lifetime ban probably. But I thought I would have been okay with that. But apparently not. So I've got a 7-day ban off Twitter just for calling Michael Myers in Halloween 2007 white trash redneck hillbilly, which is what he is and what his family are. I'm not American, but I think a lot of Americans would probably agree that that's what they are. I mean, okay, it's not racist, is it? Is that racist to say white trash? Maybe I don't. I thought that was perfectly okay. But maybe it's good that I can't say that. You know, maybe it's like an equalizer to being racist. But I just think that's just fucking ridiculous. You know, nobody can look at Halloween, Rob Zombie's Halloween, and say anything other than they are what they are. But yeah, 7-day ban off Twitter. Fucking hell, man. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Sooner Elon takes over, the fucking better, man. Which seems to be the most drawn out takeover in history. Jesus Christ, it's been going on for how many months? 6, 8 months it's been going on for. Just put Elon in charge, man. Fucking hell, can't be any worse than this shit show. Like the whole idea. Do you really want to tweet this? It's a bit nasty. It's a bit mean. If you're not tweeting hate speech, if you're not tweeting death threats, you should be able to tweet the fuck you want without getting fucking trigger warnings about whether it's a safe thing to do. Fuck off. Just go fuck yourselves, man. Sorry, but it's just stating facts. Do we live in a land of free speech? Well, you do in the States. Good for you. We kind of do in the UK to a point, not to the levels you have, lucky bastards. But fuck it, you know, it's free speech is everything. And Twitter and their stupid little trigger warnings. Oh, this is a little bit offensive. Are you sure you want to do this? Yes, I want to fucking do it. Fuck off. I've not issued death threats. I've not issued a pilot onto someone. So just fucking tweet it out, you stupid fucks. Okay, rant over. I just feel like I need to get that out every now and again. You know what I mean? Is it just me? Yeah, so basically, yeah, Twitter's been a little bitch, basically. Let's get to the chat. Fucking hell, man. This was not going to be the stream. I mean, JT was meant to be jumping on tonight. We're going to be talking a few of the newer releases which have dropped in the last few months. Pearl, VHS 99, Hellraiser, that sort of shit. Going to talk about it. He's having internet problems, so we're probably going to look at maybe going for tomorrow night. So this is basically just a just a random stream, which is kind of a relief, really, because it means there's no pressure on me. I can just kind of interact with the chat, maybe acknowledge a few news stories, that sort of shit. So just let's get back into the chat. Sean with his hashtag hate Corey. It's never going to go old. It's never going to go old. We all hate Corey. It is what it is. You know, hashtag hate Corey. The funny thing is, if you put hashtag hate Corey into Twitter, maybe there's people who would like doing it for Corey Feldman. Possibly. It's perfectly reasonable. If people are doing hashtag hate Corey Haim, then they're just bad people. Corey Haim's a legend. Died too soon. What's up, Chess? Chess is in the chat. Dan's in the chat. What's up, man? Obviously, Sean's in the chat as well. Big T's in the chat. What's up, Big T? You might get the Guinness Book World Record for dumbest Twitter banned. Twister must have gone wine. You being pals with Sam. So is Sam being banned off Twitter? Because I've noticed Sam has not been on Twitter like remotely, and I wasn't sure whether she'd been banned or whether she just decided to come off it. Because Sam is like Twitter, you know, she's proper Twitter obsessed. You know, she's like, that's her thing, Twitter. So and when I didn't see her, I searched for it on like my followers and who was following, and she wasn't there. And I was like, so she's either like quit Twitter or she's been banned. And I know she's had a few bans in the past. Yeah, but it wouldn't surprise me because, yeah, I mean, Sam's like me. She's quite near the knuckle in what it's not even near the knuckle. She just says what she thinks and fuck the consequences. And, you know, it's like, I like that about her. But yeah, it's like, it is one of them, you know, they warn you usually if you cross the line. They didn't warn me this time. It's still giving me a ban. So, maybe they're just trying to get rid of everyone they don't like before Elon takes over. I don't know. Yeah. So Dan's asking as well about is it Sam from obviously Law's channel? I think it must be Sam. I'm assuming it's Sam because she was like ubiquitous in Twitter. You know, she was always there, and then she just disappeared. And I know she got like a week ban for something not long before she got. Well, I'm assuming she's been banned again. Twitter's ridiculous. It really is. Really is. Like I say, it's free speech or no speech, and you know, obviously, it's hate speech is illegal and shouldn't be allowed, clearly, but when social media platforms are deciding what is considered hate speech or, you know, what they consider offensive, you're walking down a dangerous line there of what the public can and can't say. And in my opinion, you know, you should be able to say whatever the fuck you want, as long as you're not inciting violence against a particular person. You should be able to say what the fuck you want. That's just the way society should work. Because if they come for you, for what you say, then eventually they're going to come for the people you speak out against. And, you know, the people who you speak out against don't realize that. So they're pro shutting down free speech, but then eventually the same people who are against your free speech will come for their free speech and will shut them down. And then where are you left with, you know? So it is what it is. But yeah, it's fucking stupid, man. She didn't do anything. She's got a long ban then. Has she been banned completely? Because I've not seen her for like a few weeks. Has she had like a permanent ban? And if so, just set up a new email address and just a new username and just, you know, tag us all. Maybe Danny got kicked from Twitter for having zombies Halloween. Don't worry, I hate zombies Halloween films. I fucking despise zombies Halloween films, man. That's hence why I got the ban from Twitter. You know, I can't be you know, StreamYard, YouTube. I don't think YouTube's got a problem with white trash because I've said it about 14 times now. But yeah, zombies movies. Yeah, I don't want a white trash hillbilly redneck Michael Myers. It doesn't make any sense. And if the movie's meant to be set in Haddonfield, which it is, I'm assuming, have I missed something? It was meant to be set in Haddonfield, right? Um, from what I remember about Haddonfield, and I'm no expert on Americans and the locations, but I know a fair bit. I don't remember Illinois being the sort of place where people say, "Oh, well, skull fuck you, motherfucker." You know, it's like it's not the fucking deep south. Illinois is like in the north, extreme north of the US. So to have some like redneck saying skull fuck and this shit in Illinois in Haddonfield, it doesn't ring true to me. It's us. The Brits know quite a bit about America and the geography, probably more than Americans know about British geography, to be fair. And I know a lot about American geography, and I know that Haddonfield is like in the north and eastern regions of the US. And I know that the fucking language that they use in Halloween, Rob Zombie's Halloween, it's not the way they talk in the northeastern regions of the United States. The way Michael's dad talks, the guy from the zombie movies, he's talking. He's talking in a deep south accent, isn't he? I think so. It's like he's not talking in like a northeastern United States accent. That's just, I don't know, man. It was such a strange decision for me. And I know they were trying to do something different, but why not just do something different? So Halloween in fucking Louisiana or fucking Tennessee or Alabama. Why try and set it in Haddonfield, Illinois? It doesn't make any sense. Fucking hell, man. Free speech is eradicated. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Anthony. Welcome on board, man, as well. Yeah, totally eradicated. Certainly in the United Kingdom. United States is one of the last bastions of free speech. You fucking protect it with all you've got, man, because it's coming for everyone. You know, communist China is stretching, and it's been supported by people on. It's been supported widely by people in the Western world who seem to have a problem with free speech, and they seem to love cancel culture. They seem to want communist China for some fucking bizarre reason. But fuck those people, Let's just let's try and stay positive. And sure that I'm amazed that cancel culture hasn't come for Terrifier 2, a movie, something like that. It's actually quite bizarre, really, that when you look at like the movies that we like, it's amazing. When you look at cancel culture and you look at the way they've gone after everything. They've gone after music, they've gone after politics, they've gone after movies in the mainstream. It's probably just a good job that like the movies that a lot of us like are just there in the background. Can you imagine if Terrifier 2 was a mainstream Marvel movie? That movie would have been cancelled before it even got off the drawing board. It's just it would never have got to the point where it was even they began like script writing. It would not have happened. All these little fucking whining little bitches on Twitter would have been like, "Oh, well, it's transphobic, it's homophobic, it's fucking racist, it's sexist." It's just like every little fucking ism and phobe you could aim at something. Terrifier 2 would have probably got that fucking charge against it, but luckily, flying under the radar, shit like this gets released, and thank God for that. Because I'm telling you, it's just I can only imagine the reaction to some people watching Terrifier 2. Just like, can you imagine a feminist or like just anybody like who's just like slightly offended by anything watching the bedroom scene in Terrifier 2 and what they would make of it? It's probably just never got to there. Like, it's probably flown so far under the radar that it never even comes close to like to recognition for them. And thank God for that. Thank God for that. I really do hope, like, for the next 10, 15 years, Terrifier 2, Terrifier 3, Terrifier 4, and any other like hardcore horror shit just like completely flies under the radar for these fucking lunatics, man. Oh my god. Um, um, hang on, have I missed something? Okay, so Sam's had a Twitter war with some people and she gave them hell though. Okay. I'm kind of in that bracket. I do get into Twitter wars with people. I've been lucky so far. I do tend to get into political stuff. See, when I'm on Twitter, I don't tend to just stay on the horror side of things. I do tend to get in getting into the political side of things is usually where you become unstuck. What I tweeted today, even though it's horror related, the reason I got a ban, it's the algorithms are probably lean towards it flagging up as political, and that's probably why I got a ban. Because there's nothing to do with horror movies. They don't care about horror movies. It's political stuff. That's why a lot of people get like cancelled for like a week or 2 weeks or a day or permanently. But yeah, I can totally understand if she's pissed off a few like people. If she's pissed off a blue check mark, especially the blue check mark will just go run into Twitter and just like maybe like put a complaint in. Yeah, she's on YouTube though. I've not. Yeah, I just miss Sam, like, because I've not. I mean, Lorne's not been uploading as much recently as well, and so nobody's been uploading, man. I mean, Dan, I know you upload all the time, man, but like Jay's not been doing his live streams. Jake's been missing for a couple of weeks. Corey's obviously not been uploaded. I mean, I know you guys have been obviously to, what's it called? Lexington, so Lexington, Kentucky, for Scarefest. But yeah, it's been a bit quiet, man. It's just like I just do miss like getting up in the morning and just somebody's just doing like a fucking crazy live stream at like 5 a.m. But yeah, I mean, and and Jess as well has not been uploading really, not been doing much in the live streams. So yeah, it's but it is what it is. Big T, Mike's fired. Yeah, Mike. I'm always fired up on a Tuesday night, man. You know why I'm fired up on a Tuesday night? Because usually I have like a couple of bottles of Corona, like big bottles of Corona, and like a full bottle of wine, which is probably like lightweight for a serious drinker, but it's enough to get me pretty pissed off. And when I got cancelled off Twitter like tonight, that was just like I'm fucked that, man. I'm just gonna be raging tonight, man. I'm gonna be fucking pissed. But it means I can just do like a live stream and just like chat shit and just like fucking rage and not really have any sort of focused stream going or anything. So there's not even any pressure to do anything particular. Yeah, but fuck Twitter, man. Fuck Twitter. But you guys, you talk, you let me know what you've been watching, what you've been doing. Give me something to bounce off because I'm too lazy to be really like focusing on anything. I have got like a couple of things I was going to bring up, but at the end of the day, if you guys can just sort of like enough shit to keep me going, like Sean saying, zombies probably going to detect us, that something like that. Just give me a snippet or something. Give me like a sound bite, and I'll go with that. That's what I'm looking for the next like hour. It can be the most random statements, and I'll just go with it. So, Sean says zombie probably to do with Texas Chainsaw Massacre next. There's probably no evidence for that, but I'm totally on board with that. I think zombie should be focusing on what he knows, which is white trash, redneck, hillbilly horror. Don't cancel my YouTube, please. Don't cancel me. Yeah, but that's isn't that what zombies perfect for the Chainsaw Massacre film, isn't he? It's like it's like why is Rob Zombie not done a Chainsaw Massacre movie? It's like you've had all these people doing a zombie movie, doing a chainsaw movie, who are probably not ideally suited. They've done a decent job. Don't get me wrong. There's been good movies. There's been decent movies. But you've got a guy who's probably more well suited to doing a chainsaw movie than anybody else, bar Toby Hooper. And he hasn't done one. So just like, I don't know, give him a roll of the dice, let him have a go. I'm sure it's going to be better than his Halloween travesties. So, I mean, the last Chainsaw Massacre movie was just, for me, was just a roaring success in terms of box office. Obviously, it went straight to Netflix, so you can't say box office. I don't know what it did numbers wise on Netflix, but I thought that was just the perfect Netflix Chainsaw Massacre combination. You take a streaming service which is doing very well for itself, take a successful franchise, put them together, make a no nonsense slasher movie, which is what Chainsaw Massacre was. It didn't try to rewrite the book. It didn't try to do something new. It brought in a few. It wasn't woke. In some way, it was a little bit woke, but it kind of basically took the woke elements and went, yeah, take your woke elements to this town, and it's getting those woke elements are getting fucked up big time. So all the woke mob were just like fucking executed. So it worked on every level, So I thought that Chainsaw Massacre movie from this year was just a roaring success. Loved the film. And I just really want to see a sequel to that because it's just, obviously ends with Leatherface just chopping the head off the of the two girls who weren't that attractive. The one who was less attractive than the main girl. Sorry, politically incorrect, I know, but come on, can we just get some hot girls back for a Chainsaw Massacre movie? Because it's Chainsaw Massacre. We need hot girls. The Dario 3D 2014. 2003, man. I mean, 2003. Some of the hottest girls you've ever seen. The the 2006 one, insanely hot women. The original hot women. It's like, can we just get like hot women back? Kind of hashtag hot women in horror movies. I'm gonna start. Hashtag hot women in horror movies 2023. Gonna set that. I'm gonna start the hashtag now because we just need more hot. We need more hot women in horror movies. We really do. Especially in Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies, because a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie with no hot women is just, it's missing something. It really is. I know we got the blonde girl in the new one, but she was offed within like the first half an hour, which was kind of, to me, it was kind of saying something. We're going to take the hottest girl, going to kill her off in the first 20 minutes, and we're going to leave you with like the girls who aren't so hot. Sean says, that they get thrown out. I'll say it wouldn't be too offensive as it was. Sherry Moon Zombie is left. Yeah, well, I mean, if Rob Zombie's involved, obviously Sherry's going to be playing some sort of role. I mean, I could say playing the mother of Leatherface in a remake, but Zombie would still be trying to play as the hot older woman, even though she's about like 50. Big T says, Mike, they're doing a 24-hour marathon at a drive-in near me. The owner did everything he can to try to get Terrified 2. But when this PTA found out, they went apeshit. They had to change it. Is the PTA the... Okay, now I'm going to use my expertise of like America now. Is the PTA the Parents Teachers Association? And if I'm right, high five, because why the fuck would I even know that living in north of England, thousands of miles away from where you live? If that's the right answer, then just give me a high five, an imaginary high five there. Because it's fucking, if that's right, that's fucking ridiculous that I know that. But I kind of feel like that's the right answer. I think the Parents Teachers Association, that could be something completely different. Auntie says, I bought Terrified 2 today on DVD, brand new for £5. Fucking hell, man. That is cheap. Give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to mute very briefly. Sorry, guys. Back again. Wasn't just a toilet break. Wife's just getting on my fucking nerves a little bit. Sorry. Let's get back to the chat. I feel like I've run a marathon. Fucking hell, man. So I think I've gone too far. I think I've not gone far enough back. Because Lawns in the chat, I've just... Okay, I think I'm up to... Yeah, okay. Lawn says Sam cannot be denied, however, she will return. Lawn loved your Lexington video. I just wish I could have been there. Great seeing all the guys together, man. It's just... yeah, as I say, you and Piz together. Whew, there's a big difference there. I'm no offense, like I'm just saying, you know, Piz is a big guy and he's like tall, and Corey's a lot of tall. You know, a lot of you guys are fucking tall guys. I mean, I was looking at it thinking, like, is anybody like sort of like regular height? I mean, Jonathan, you and Jonathan are kind of like regular height, I think. Like compared to I'm 5'9", so I think Jonathan's probably like about that. But like Piz is like 6'4", 6'5". John, I know Corey's like 6'4", 6'5". Nick 6'3" said. Christian looks like he's a good 6 foot 6'1". I know Jeremy's like 6'1". I'm like, fucking hell, man. If I was there, I'd be like fucking little midget. Oh, you can't say midget anymore, can you? It's offensive. Sorry. I'll be mini me. That'll be offensive in a few years from now as well. Yeah, Sean says hardly anyone's been streaming. Very weird. Yeah, come on, guys, get your act together. It's all down to me to stream, and I stream at like, you know, midnight. I want to be entertained when I get up in the morning at 6 a.m. Nobody's doing that shit at the minute. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? It's like Halloween and like nobody's streaming. It's like weird. It's like you. I thought this would have been like the busiest time for people streaming, and like nobody's streaming at all. It's just weird. Lauren says I've got a book coming out inside a few weeks. Lots to do with the last few months. So yeah, sorry. That's fine, man. You know, I mean, I understand. I mean, you've got, you know, that's your job, partly. So I get that. But it's just weird, like how little has been on the streaming front in the last few weeks. See, I think that's why. Dan says, everyone getting back to YouTube this week. I finally record the big Hellraiser franchise show later tonight. Definitely check that one out, Dan. I don't know if I ever caught up with your Hellraiser 2022 review, Dan. I don't know whether I ever got your thoughts on it. I actually quite liked it. That's someone who's not a massive fan of the Hellraiser franchise. I quite like the film. I'm not a big fan of the franchise after 3, to be fair. Kind of like runs in line with the Child's Play franchise. I like the first 3 movies, and then after that, it's like big drop off. You know, that says, "Hey, Lorne, pre-order Divide by Zero as soon as that link goes up, guys." Oh yeah, of course. Lorne's new books is. I have got Bleak September. I do need to like. I mean, I in ebook form. I will say. I mean, Lorne, do you up? Have your books actually? Are all your books in ebook form, or do you do like actual physical copies? Because I have become like an ebook guy, but if I would make an exception for, like, you know, obviously if you were going to do a physical copy, I would do physical copy because, like I say, I'm just in that mindset now. Where just like in terms of like when it comes to space, and you know, I have moved into ebooks more just because it's just easier. But you know, if you are doing physical copies of like your stuff, then I would definitely look into it. But I do own Bleak September in ebook form. But Yeah, Big T Love You. Yeah, yeah, it was quality. Um, just excessive new book. So Big T says, I think that Netflix is going to keep the Chainsaw Massacre franchise close to the hip as humanly possible. They have a real hit on Amazon. Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing that did really well for them in terms of, it's the sort of franchise that's going to keep subscribers. Um, that's a real like sort of like saying that the saying eludes me, but like that having that franchise is like a real like what's the fucking saying? I always forget these little stupid little sayings, but it's a feather in their cap. That's the saying. It's a feather in their cap having that franchise. It really is, and taking that over and like doing something as good as what they did with it, that could put them in a good stead for like the next few years, because with streaming services now, it's becoming like a real minefield of like putting quality content out, keeping people on board, keep people paying that monthly subscription. And there's so much competition now. I mean, Shudder are doing a fantastic job in releasing new content. I mean, I don't know how they're doing it. I really don't. I mean, Shudder to me is something that I'm amazed has managed to keep going at the level it's going. I mean, they're putting out real. It's not always the best in terms of like what I would consider an amazing movie, but in terms of like values, in terms of like production values, they're doing a good job. And just because I don't like it personally, like VHS 99, not personally something I particularly enjoyed, but the production values are there. A lot of people are going to like it. So the fact that they're able to do that with what they've got, like, I don't know who's backing Shudder. I don't know who owns them. Clearly, it's not. With Netflix, Netflix is Netflix. They've got this. It's a massive juggernaut of like money coming their way constantly. Shudder's not in the same ballpark. So how they are managing to like operate the way they do and put out the content that they do. I mean, obviously they're putting out older movies, but they're putting out like new content like on a good level, on a regular basis. How they're doing it, I don't know. I'm not down on the ins and outs of Shudder as a company. I don't know. They must be backed by somebody with money. I don't know who, but they're doing a great job. I mean, and I just more power to them, because like as much as I sort of like complain about the fact that there is too many streaming services, competition is good at the end of the day. Unfortunately, it's just a problem when you've got so many streaming services that you can't afford to like subscribe to all of them. So it's like a catch-22 situation. Like what do you want? Do you want to see everything available, or do you want to see competition? And yeah, it is a tricky one. I'm not going to lie. Do I occasionally just torrent movies? Go into the pirate streams? Absolutely, because what you're supposed to do. I try and like support as many streaming services as I can, but realistically, I can only support one a month. So it is what it is. Um, Shows the fallacy watching you check some things. I like that film. So I didn't even have my headphones on then. I was talking over my headphones on, but I don't think it makes much difference. Sorry, I just went on a bit of a tangent there about Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Netflix. Yeah, so Sean fell asleep watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I really liked the film. You know, I'm not going to lie. I thought it was yeah, putting Sally in was a bit. I didn't think that was just completely needless. But throwing a legacy character in, which was just utterly pointless for that movie. It didn't need it whatsoever. But it is that seems to be the thing now, putting legacy characters in just for like nostalgia purposes. I mean, the movie's from 1974. It doesn't need any sort of like nostalgia. I mean, most people who watched the film weren't even born. The vast majority weren't born when the film came out. I didn't get that. Lorne says Texas Chainsaw Massacre 22 was a best of D. I disagree, Lorne. I think it was a B minus. High five, Mike. I can't remember what that was for. I was probably ranting about something. Good job. What did I say before? Good job, Mike. High five, Mike. I can't even remember what I was talking about. High five to Tim Mason's woodshop teachers. What you watching Halloween night, Mike? Probably. Well, you know what? I was going to watch Hell House LLC, but I kind of did that obviously on the watch long last night. Probably going to be the original Halloween. It usually is, and maybe just a double feature of Halloween 2. A little bit predictable, but I don't think you can really go wrong with that. I have to go back to what scared me as a kid. You know, because at the end of the day, watching Terrifier 2 a few days ago, and it's like, it's entertaining, but it's not scary. And I suppose Halloween night, you want to watch something which is actually going to like, I mean, nothing really scares people when they're like our age, right? You know what I mean? We don't really get scared by movies, but I'd rather watch a film that scared me at least when I was a kid, and not a modern film which never scared me. So Halloween 1, Halloween 2, double feature, which scared the life out of me when I was a kid. So probably go with that, really. Probably schedule it about, maybe watch Halloween about 9 a.m. Not 9 a.m. Like 9 p.m. That'll take me through to like 10:30. And then Halloween 2 will take me through to midnight. That's kind of like a good way to go. Dan says St. Maud is only $5 on Blu-ray right now. I've still not seen St. Maud. And apparently the girl from The Rings of Power, you know, who plays Galadriel, is the woman in St. Maud, apparently, which I didn't know. I do need to watch that film. I don't know. It doesn't really appeal to me. It doesn't grab me. Sean's really got it. Yeah, Sean's been praising the film for months. I will watch it because I know it's. I mean, I love Men, and I know there's people who probably haven't watched Men yet because they think, oh, it's not going to be my sort of thing. And I get that, and I've watched the film and I love it. So I really need to watch St. Maud because it's probably one of those films I'm really going to end up liking, and I'm going to kick myself for not liking it, for not watching it in the first place. Lauren says they might have swapped out prime minister again. Yeah, we're on our third prime minister in 3 months. Yeah, we're going through prime ministers at a ridiculous rate at the minute. Anyone else grab that Gothic Fantastico set from Arrow? I don't even know what Gothic Fantastico is. I'm not gonna lie. It's not the one with the stress Bible down. We think that was second stage 4K of The Witch. Oh God, The Witch. I wasn't a fan of The Witch when I watched it. I mean, I rewatched it again a month ago. It's just not warmed on me, that film. Um, I just can't warm to that film. It's just thee, thy, thou, though, all that, that old English tongue that they use. It's just, it just frustrates me. It takes good at. It's going to be controversial, but like the way, because you're putting good actors in a situation where they've got to use that old tongue, I think it affects their acting ability because it doesn't sound like good acting to me. Because I know the main guy, who's he's like in so many things. He's a really good actor, but when you put these people into a situation where they have to say thou, thee, thy, and I just can't take it seriously, and it doesn't. I don't think it comes across very well in the acting in the film. It comes across as a little bit stilted. And yeah, again, it's A20. I mean, I love A24 movies in general, but a fair few of the A24 movies just feel to me like they're a little bit too cool for school. It's like we are what we are, and we are this. We are, we're like the cool kid in the class, and we do things differently. And I get it, and it works a lot of the time. But I think sometimes for me, it doesn't work for me, and sometimes A24 films do not work for me. Dan says can't beat the witch on Halloween. I would say you can't beat Halloween 1 and Halloween 2 on Halloween. So, mate, you saw Pearl. Yes, I saw Pearl a few days ago. Liked it. I'm not going to go into too much detail because was meant to be talking about it tonight with JT, going into detail. It's probably going to be maybe tomorrow night for that stream. I'm not entirely sure. But I liked it. I still think X is a better movie. I'm not going to go into too much detail about why. But I think X is a better film than Pearl. But I think it's a good movie. I definitely think it's a good film. Yeah, amazing. It did look like an amazing weekend. To be fair, love to be in it. So Corey's taller than Piz. Then I was going to say because Corey and Piz are around like the 6'4", 6'5" mark. So I was going to say it's going to be close between them two. Everyone got swamped before the convention, but it's presented on. We have 2 shows tonight. I just want a bit of Mystic History music though. This couldn't sound like Elvis and to show off on the show. Oh, okay, Lord. So all fun this new one be as well. Okay, that's good to know. I'll look to getting this new one in paperback then. I mean, I do buy ebooks just as convenience, but I do buy paperback when it comes to someone I really want to support, and obviously yourself, I want to support. But it is, yeah, for a lot for like the last 10 years now, it's just been authors I'm not that bothered about. I'll just download the ebook. But he says looking forward to checking out VH99. I've watched the first half on I watched the first half tonight, and it's just more of the same, man. I mean, if you like that sort of thing, all's well and good. I just find it a bit tedious now. I watched the first 2 stories, and it's just more of the same. And it's not bad. It's not great. It just exists. It's not scary. It's not particularly gory. It's not well acted. It's just more of the same. And I mean, I think the first movie is different, and it offers something new, and it's fairly well written with interesting stories. I think 2 is like not to the level of 1, although a lot of people say 2 is better. I've not seen Viral. Apparently, that's shockingly bad. 94 was bad, in my opinion. And this is so far going down the same level as 94. It's not great. I mean, it's just not. But it is what it is. It's not offensively bad. So if you like that sort of thing, it's probably going to be enjoyable. Lauren says, should the license the titles, they don't produce them. They have been investing in projects there directly as well, but pretty much let production companies do their thing. Because I know Bloody Disgusting, they're involved with Shudder as well, because, you know, with VHS and I think a couple of the other films, I think it was maybe been Terrifier 2, actually. Bloody Disgusting's logo comes up at the beginning of the film, which I was unaware of. Dances with You, Not Tomorrow. And he's going to be watching. I've gone way too far. What the hell? Big T says, Dan, have you guys at Flesh Wound ever thought of doing, or have you done a conventional panel live? That would be cool. That would be cool. I did way back for the films, I would think. We start a bit and say get together members of the community. That would be good. It's a massive Airbnb close plus with Scarefest. Yeah. Yeah, everyone had a great time this week. I would have loved to be live streaming this week when you were there. I don't think I was live streaming when you were there actually as it happened, but it would have been good to be doing a live stream and you know, somebody jumped on from like when you were in like the hotel room and it was just like everybody, you know, just like talking, and I was talking and you guys were all in like a live stream together. That would have been cool, man. Anyone pre-ordered Don't Open Till Christmas? I've never seen that movie. You know what? Something else popped up in my notifications as well, which is from last year. A movie from last year with the guy from what's his name? He's in an American sitcom. He was in Doogie Howser MD, and he's in like an American sitcom. Neil Patrick Harris. It's called something like 8-Bit Christmas. And that looked like something I'd really enjoy. Now I don't know anything about it. It just popped up randomly in like my notifications, and it apparently came out last year. But it's set in the late 80s, and 8-Bit Christmas. That just sounds like right down my street. So if anybody's seen that, is it worth a watch? Because that just sounds like something I'd really enjoy. Still shocking. I got road. Lauren says Mike picked up the BBC's Ghost Stories Christmas box from BFX. I've not even seen that, Lauren. BBC's Ghost Stories for Christmas box set. I've not even seen that. If I have seen it, I don't know I've seen it. Give me a bit of a backstory to that, because I'm not entirely sure what that even is. I'm a bit ashamed that I don't know what it is. I probably, if you give me a bit of a backstory, I may well have seen it, but I just don't even remember seeing it. By the way, Lauren, have you ever seen Ghost, Woman in Black from '89? I think I've mentioned this to you before. Woman in Black '89 TV show or TV movie on the BBC. Daniel Radcliffe was in the remake from a few years ago. Highly recommended. Genuinely scary. Yeah, Dan knows about it. I don't know about it. And he knows, why the hell did I know about this? What's up, Jonathan? Jonathan's in the chat. What's up, man? Loved, you know, as I say, I've mentioned it to Lauren. Miss seeing you guys in those live streams. Well, not live streams, in those videos. You know, at Scarefest, man. Wish I'd been there. Would have been a dream, but you know, unfortunately, it is a bit of a trek for me, coming a few thousand miles. It's going to cost me a few $1,000s as well, but yeah, it's just great seeing you guys all together. Really was. Lauren says, I'm an MR James fan. I've seen Whistler come to you, which one's but that's new to me. Big T says, Mike, any movies coming out for the rest of you that you're interested in seeing? To be fair, like honestly, Big T, Smile, I've still not seen. I know it's in cinemas in the UK, but I've just not bitten the bullet and like paid the money to go and see it. So I'll wait for that to drop on streaming services or whatever. And Barbarian drops this weekend, and I will be going to see that because that is a movie I do want to see on the big screen. Yeah, Barbarian. We are so far behind the times with some of these movies. I know you guys got Barbarian last month for whatever reason. The UK have decided to hold that back for this weekend, but Barbarian will be getting watched at some point over the weekend, and I'm really looking forward to that. Apart from that, I'm not even really aware of what is getting released. I mean, is anything coming out horror wise between now and December? Oh, I know. Violet Night with David Harbour. Yeah, from what I've seen, that looks interesting. I'm not entirely sure like why nobody's come up with that name before for like a mainstream horror movie. Violet Night. Like, how did nobody think of that? But yeah, I mean, I'll definitely be checking that one out. It does sound like something along the lines of Silent Night, Deadly Night in terms of like cheapness and like corniness. But you know, it looks like it might be worth watching. Jonathan says, "Might come across the bondage. I might be safer. I might be safer soon. Man, I'd love to come across the pond, but yeah, it's just money's tight, man. You know, it is tight. One day. I think for that one, which is I'm not sure which Big T's referring to. So Lauren says, backstory, during the 70s, the BBC adapted classic British ghost stories, mostly James, and broadcast on late Christmas Eve every year, meant to reflect the English tradition of telling ghost stories. So it's a 70s thing. So probably why I'm not aware of it. This is like before my time even. I'll do a bit of research into that and see what I can find out, because that definitely seems to be the sort of thing I'd be interested in. John said, "Dan watched Barbarian Stay at Home." Yeah, exactly. We still haven't got it on the cinema. Yeah, why? I don't know. Big C, what you think of Jonathan? So okay, I've been going for an hour, guys. I've caught up with the chat. This, like I say, this was going to be. It was meant to be like a structured stream of this, that, and the other, but I'll probably hold back till tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow for that one. But yeah, so basically, yeah, this is doing a random stream anyway. Trying to settle up Barbarian. I was sticking away from seasons and everything. I was surprised. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Definitely something I did want to check out on the big screen rather than like waiting for the. I mean, it's something I want to like actually invest money in, which is saying something, because a lot of the movies that drop now, I kind of feel like, you know, you're not even worthy of the money I spend on you. You know, it's just like I just want to fucking stream you for free with a subscription service, or not even that, you know. But Barbarian, from what I've read, it is the sort of movie that is worthy of like me dropping a few pounds and experience it on the big screen. So hopefully, yeah, Big T said it's a great watch. So that you've definitely convinced me. You know, the guys who've seen it, it's definitely worth a watch on the big screen. Right, okay, so I'm going to wrap things up now, guys. I've been going for an hour. I'll probably be going live again tomorrow. I know I'm running out of streaming hours on StreamYard because I'm on the free package, and I've done a lot of streaming this month. But everyone who jumped on board, thank you very much. Everyone in the chat, legends, I appreciate it. Keep an eye out for tomorrow. Should be live again tomorrow at the same time. If not, I'll let you know. But everybody in the future, thank you for watching, and I'll see you hopefully tomorrow. Good night.